Get ready with me while I tell you my bookish hot takes. I rarely look at maps in books. Most of the time, I don't even reference them at all. I hate physically annotating. I just think it takes way too long. It's too hard to keep track of all the supplies and like the little color chart that you make for yourself. I end up stressing myself out and it takes way too much time. If I see a quote or I read something that I really like, I would honestly rather just go highlight it super quick on my Kindle or like the app on my phone. I don't think it's the end of the world to dog ear a page, and I actually do it pretty often when reading a physical copy. I just lose bookmarks way too often. As a book talk community overall, we have to stop taking the bait of rage baiting. They're doing it on purpose to get like the clout of book talk, and we're allowing them to because we respond, but honestly the best thing that we should do is just scroll by and ignore them. Block and scroll, baby. Block and scroll. We've honestly truly lost the art of just scrolling. They can't rage bait us if we don't allow them to. Tension and angst-filled book is way better than a book filled with spice. Argue with the wall. I'm gonna start this off by saying that I love the book talk community. I truly do. It's the best. I love the friendships that we're able to form and just engaging with like-minded people. It's amazing. However, I absolutely loathe transactional engagement. And yes, you can always tell when somebody's being transactional about engagement. The term judging a book by its cover has never applied to me. I honestly don't give a shit what the cover looks like. If it's a good book, it's a good book. Of course, I can still appreciate a gorgeous, stunning cover, but a bland or boring or ugly cover is not a deal breaker for me, to be honest. I actually do really enjoy the occasional self-help or poetry book, and I think it's really fucking weird that people make you feel weird for liking those things. I get so much more interested in a creator if I notice that they mix like self-help or poetry and with like their like monthly reading, because I'm like, what's your lore? Tell me your lore right now. What is it? Is it interesting? Is it dark? Is it twisty? Let me tell you mine. The love triangle is the worst fucking trope, and I'm gonna stand on that hill forever. The only one, in my opinion, to be able to do it right so far is Twilight. Most of the time, they're just always done wrong. They always pick the wrong guy, and I'm just a why choose girly. Like, why can't they all fuck? Why can't they all be in love? Ever thought of that? Sometimes graphic audiobooks can just be overstimulating and too much. I actually find myself getting overwhelmed quite often when I do these ones, and I'll just switch to my Kindle or a regular audiobook. Sprayed edges have lost their specialness to me now. They used to be so fun and literally like only come with special editions, but now they're on every single freaking book and they just don't feel very special edition anymore. Also, I just feel like most of them are just done poorly, so unless it's like this like insane design, I'm gonna pass on them. This one isn't really so much of a hot take. I feel like it should just be like common sense, but I literally don't give a shit what you read in your spare time with books that you bought with your own money. I could honestly give a damn, and I think it's weird that people care what others are reading in a negative way. Because did you buy that book? Are you reading it in your spare time? No? Why are you caring? Why are you bullying others for that then? To piggyback off of that just slightly a little bit more, and I might ruffle some feathers with this one, but I honestly don't care if people like break their spines on their own books or bend the cover page back. I wouldn't do it personally like for my own books, but I don't give a shit if somebody else does that with their own books, because you know why? They're not my books, you know? I just think it's weird that people care so much what others are doing nowadays. Like, honestly, stay in your own lane, mind your business, don't be a mean girl, don't judge, don't bully. Shouldn't be that hard. 3-star reviews, like 3.5, 3.75, anything like that, are not bad reviews. Those are average reviews. Those are medium level reviews. If you aren't diversifying your reads or reading diversely this year, or at least attempting to, then you are part of the problem here on Book Talk with people not reading BIPOC authors. You are quite literally a part of the problem if you are not reading diversely. Really not that hard. You can literally just search a few things in the TikTok app itself and a shit ton of recs are going to come up for you. Like, at this point, you don't even have to do your homework. Like, recs are right there for you to read diversely. What's your excuse for not? And if you don't see the importance in reading diversely, then you are out of touch, and I highly recommend that you do some research and some soul searching. Cliffhangers are better than happy endings, in my opinion. I like books that make me cry. because that means that they made me feel. All right, how many people did I piss off? Are we still friends? Those are my bookish hot takes.